Your fly's undone.
It's always undone, Zach. You think that my fly's ever not been undone? So I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, and then I'll do.
You know what we should get? We should get a steady mount so I can do. What if I pin this?
Put it in your fly that was open.
Wait, that's not a bad idea.
Welcome to the Plog. We're in a parking lot. Rainie, where are we? What are we doing today?
We are birding today.
We're birding?
God, let's freaking go.
No way.
I know. It is a big episode. First of all...
It always is.
It always is.
When have we ever had a small episode?
No, it's always big, baby.
It's always big with me.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ. Are you talking about your peen?
No! My attitude.
Wait, so Rainie, have you been birding before over here?
So I went on a walk here, and I heard a bird chirp that I was like, I must know what this is.
That is how podcast producing is done.
Who is that exquisite creature? I must meet her.
I heard a bird chirp. And then I had a segment. By the way, we're in the middle of the street. What are we doing?
Yeah, wait, what are we doing?
Don't worry.
No. We got to go this way. This was a horrible idea.
All right, we're crossing the street.
We got to cross the street.
We're going backwards.
We just went over a blind curve. We were just going the wrong way on a blind curve in the middle of the road. This is insane. What was that? Rainie goes, hang on. No, it's this way. That was unbelievable. I was following Rainie's lead. Rayleigh almost just got his pancaked.
That really was. And that car was going fast.
That was, by a Forerunner, no less.
We're almost there, though.
Keith isn't going to be joining this episode today. It's because he's a big fat loser, but we don't need him. And I'm stoked because I've wanted to bird my whole life.
You've never birded?
I've looked at birds.
You were sort of an inside kid.
Oh, big time.
Yeah, so there's not a lot of birding going on.
As I round into the mid-30s, I feel the pull. I feel the call, the bird call. I feel like this is going to be a big part of the next chapter of my life.
Well, Maggie loves Maggie loves birding.
She says she likes the idea of birding.
What does that mean? She likes the idea of looking at a video of a bird, but she doesn't want to go outside and
we haven't gone actual birding is like you got binoculars and yeah.
That's what you think. I think you're underestimating what birding is. I think you're underestimating the power of looking at a bird. Hey, how's it going? How you doing? Rainie, I know that you're thinking we're going to go see birds, but right now I'm looking and I see that we're at a stable.
I know, and some gorgeously manicured horses.
Really nice horses. You think I can just come over here and peep at the horses?
Yeah, let's go.
Is it illegal to watch the horses? Look at those things.
Get a guy, peep at a horse.
Hey, Zach, you're screaming. Horses are notoriously skittish. And Zach is screaming, oh my God, look at them trot.
Oh, wow, look at them trot.
Look at that.
Look at that.
That's real life
this
pony
is the birding
pals.
episode, but God forbid we look at horses during the birding episode.
It's beautiful.
Horses are majestic and beautiful, and if you are feeling like you're on the verge of emotional breakdown, I want you to go visit a horse.
Yeah.
And you're going to the tears will come.
Zach, did you have a horse face?
No, no, I'm not a horse boy.
You're not a horse boy.
I'm too fragile for.
Zach's what we call a cereal boy. He was sort of having a big bowl of frosted mini wheats.
Well, Zach actually,
while we were enjoying
that's topical.
I would call Zach a low-fat, low-cal cereal kind of guy.
Boy.
I think we should go because they're looking at us now.
Yeah.
They're
We're
all
not
staring at
enjoying
us.
the horses, but they did seem like they were. It's a lot. I'm allowed to watch. Zach just said.
I'm allowed to look at you.
Zach's a sovereign citizen, isn't that
I'm
what
not allowed to look at you riding your horse.
I mean,
There's
it would
a
be nice to
galloping dun horse.
Man, that is a hot one.
That's like Spirit.
Hot ones, but it's all horses.
We have famous people riding a horse and answering questions.
That's actually pretty good.
That's not bad.
Trot and talk.
Talk and trots.
Trotting, yeah.
So, Rainie, we've been brought to a place now. I can hear birds chirping.
Yeah.
A thing that I'm curious about, Rainie, is that we were texting about this, and I'm like, oh, this is 30 minutes away from our office.
Yeah.
And you were like, well, we're going birding. Other than hearing the birds, do we know that there are interesting birds here?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
That's actually disrespectful, Zach. That's actually disrespectful about the birds and their behaviors.
Well,
This is an iconic birding spot. Yes, it actually is.
That's great to hear, and I would love to hear more.
And I did think about going to another iconic birding spot very close to the office, and it was saying the rules here are you just have to be respectful of other birders and be quiet.
And do we think that
It's going to be an issue for me.
Yeah, do we think that we're
really
being
hate to say
respectful
it.
right now?
We have to, the two rules are we have to be quiet and respectful. Have you met us? That can't possibly be something we're capable of.
Also, I want to shout out that Rainie's wearing Birkenstocks on our birding hike.
Yeah, well, I've been here before, and it's Los Angeles, so the hikes here are like, okay.
I mean, this is a beautiful tree.
Did you know that your phone's a Pokédex?
What?
Your phone
Wait.
is a Pokédex.
What are you talking about?
You can take a picture of a bird, and then you swipe up, and your phone goes beep, 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 and it tells you the species.
That's so cool. Can I collect them all?
You can collect them all.
That's so cool. I want life to be more like Pokemon.
Yeah. Well, hey,
Agreed.
now it can be.
You know what I mean? Agreed.
Agreed. Okay, so we can also do it via sound. So I'm just going to record the sound really quick.
There's no way in hell that's going to hold.
We're not getting a lot. Okay, let's move on from the app, but...
So that was a segment. That was a segment where Rainie pulled out her phone. I mean, guys, what's new? I feel like I haven't seen you in a million years.
Okay, biggest thing that's new that
While we're
I've
birding.
been dying to hear about, dying to talk about, is that Rainie Toll has started watching Lord of the Rings.
Oh my
Rainie-
gosh,
I
I'm
mean-
obsessed with this series.
Can I
It's
say,
so
Rainie,
funny.
like, you've changed. Rainie's into sports. She's watching Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings.
Yeah.
Like, LA has changed Rainie.
Do you like it?
I like it. I think
Yeah.
new Rainie is great. I like change. I think change.
Oh, I thought you meant Lord of the Rings. I'm like, yeah, I like Lord of the
Oh,
Rings.
no, I was
Did you
asking
mean Lord
about...
of the Rings? I thought you were saying, do you like it
my
like new
change?
me? I thought you were saying, do you like my evolution? And I was like, yeah, no, I do think
it's
Rainie's
good.
Here's
evolved
what it is.
nicely.
The way that, like, when we did the American Girl doll episode, people were like, oh my God, this is so fun. You're engaging with something from my childhood. I'm watching the glee and wonder of you meeting Gollum for the first time.
By the
And-
way,
Do you have a lot to say about Gollum?
Gollum is tea. Yeah.
Gollum is tea, for real.
Yeah. Well, so my big question is, why does the ring choose Gollum to begin with? He's not powerful.
Doesn't choose Gollum, does it?
The ring chooses. The ring
The
chooses.
wizard?
all.
No, mixing franchises. It doesn't choose Gollum. The fucking Bilbo drops it or whatever, right? Am I crazy?
Wait,
It's been a
Bilbo picks
while.
it up. Bilbo picks it up.
No, I know, but Bilbo picks it up. But the ring doesn't choose. Like, it was lopped off a finger and then it got left in a river and then Gollum found it.
Oh, so it's stuck with Gollum.
So I guess it,
essentially.
like, he chose, you know, it's
Maybe
like
it's
hard to
because
say.
the ring knew he was weak and that what's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah.
Swayable.
Well, it's like the thing about the ring is like it's such a good allegory for power.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks they can handle it.
Yeah.
Who's that fucking guy, Aragorn's friend or brother or whatever the hell, who gets
John
freaked
Bean.
out?
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, I can handle it.
Yeah.
Please let me handle it. And then he freaks out.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, man, you think you can handle power, but you just can't. Once you get in the kitchen, man.
My favorite of Rainie's Instagram stories was saying, wait a second, are Sam and Frodo sort of in love, low-key?
They are very intimate.
Yeah.
They're
into
like,
it.
he's like running across the river for him. He's like, wait for me.
Yeah, you don't say that to someone you're not wanting to kiss.
Yeah. Okay. So the next.
So back to birds.
Back to birds, back to birds.
We gotta get back to birds.
So-
Favorite, hey guys,
yeah.
favorite bird?
Okay. When I was little, I was obsessed with peregrine falcons.
Oh, I like peregrine falcons.
Peregrine. Okay, I think
They're
I can
the
picture
fastest animal in the world.
They're really
Really?
fast.
Yeah,
and they
they're so
dive like up
fast.
to 90 miles an hour or something.
Yeah.
That's
No,
crazy.
but like the fastest?
Yes, the
The
fastest.
fastest.
That's
sack.
cool.
That's the fastest animal ever. Oh my gosh. Also, animal update. Did you know that
Animal
wait,
Update
wait.
is a funny podcast for Rainie to host. Animal Update, huge animal news.
huge animal news. There are certain, oh my gosh, I think it's a jellyfish that can clone itself.
Oh yeah, this is jellyfish. Somehow, I think because they are single cell quote unquote organisms, all this is wrong and fake.
Yeah.
But they do kind of like split and divide, and that's how they reproduce or something.
And
like that.
does that
they don't have
mean-
sex?
Yeah.
Bummer.
So
It is a bummer. I'm like, where's the joy? You know what I mean? Where is the love?
We need to stop hanging out. That's the moment where I say, Miles, it's been a good run.
It's really good. We gotta get it out.
but what about you guys? What are your favorite birds?
I've always loved an egret.
Oh, gorgeous.
Long
legs.
legs.
That is nice. This is gonna sound like baby's first bird, but I do think like a duck.
You like
Is-
ducks?
Like I
Very of the people.
No, I'm on board with you. I love
ducks
a
are
duck.
like the people's bird in some ways. You know, they're cool. Like
They're silly.
yeah,
They
like
are silly.
that's up there. I think for favorite bird.
Whoa.
But now, are we talking real duck or rubber duck?
Real duck.
I like rubber ducks.
Rubber duck is my favorite bird. What
I
am
like
I?
rubber ducks. If I
insane?
could make rubber duck my favorite bird, I think I would.
Really?
Really?
Do you know my
That's so inside
very
kid.
embarrassing
Oh,
rubber
Jesus.
duck history?
No. What are you talking about?
Do you not know that I'm certain I've told you that we owned a collection of over 100 rubber ducks when I was growing up?
Why?
Where did they live?
This is the embarrassing part. So it began with one duck. He was cool duck. He had sunglasses and a hat. This is a shark shirt story.
Yeah, but I'm interested in
Yeah,
it.
but I'm locked in.
I think it's going to have longer legs than a shark shirt story.
And so cool duck was my homie.
Yeah.
And then one day we got scuba duck. This is when I'm real young.
Yeah.
Then Hanukkah comes around and my mom has to fill out 8 fucking gifts. So now
All ducks?
she just starts with like a duck. And there was this brand called Ducks. This was in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
And it would be like Marilyn Monroe duck, Kiss duck, Scream duck. And so you had, so we started getting Ducks. How funny. Like, oh, my dad likes rock and roll. Get him the Kiss duck collection, whatever. Then it goes to people being like, well, we're sort of scraping the bottom of the barrel of the ducks. Like, do I need the Osborne family ducks?
Right.
But I got them all. Do you remember the brother and sister's name? I don't, but I had their ducks.
But you have their ducks, Jesus.
And then people go, oh, the Kornfelds love ducks. Well, I should get them soccer ball duck. I should get them basketball
yeah.
duck.
So it becomes like your only personality trait.
And then we go, we have all these fucking ducks. So you walk into my house, you take a few steps in, there's a closet on your right, you take a few more steps, and you turn right, and there's the staircase. And at the top of the staircase is a chest, like a dresser. And on the dresser is 125 rubber ducks.
Oh, wow. What a centerpiece.
And
that's creative.
This lasts for, I would say, too long until my sister finally gets to middle school and goes, no. Friends are coming over.
What's funny is you're older.
No. Yeah. I was.
You're like, what do you mean?
Come on. Well, my mom was like, I guess we got to throw them away. I'm like, we're putting them all in a bin and we are keeping them. And then years later, she sent me all the ducks.
What'd you do with them? Threw them away?
Well, then Maggie goes, we're not keeping all these ducks. So I'm like, these are my friends. And then she's like, think about it. And I went, you're right. So I kept a couple. I've got about 12.
To me, by the way, if I'm you and I get a bunch of ducks, I'm going, these are going to the office.
Yeah, that's
right?
like
idea. You have a creative place you can put the ducks.
Well, the problem is I've brought so many of my dumb things to the office already.
Sure.
But I kept the MVPs. I donated the ones that were like, I don't need these. No one needs these.
Yeah, Osborne family.
I kept one. I think, Ozzy.
So you kept all the ducks, is what I'm guessing.
In
a storage unit that Maggie doesn't know about.
I think I kept Sharon. I think Sharon Osborne was a good one.
Sure, that's the one that...
2 of 12.
Stayed, yeah, 2. So most of them stayed, it seems. You only threw away about 5, seemingly. Yeah. I mean, that's honestly... I think a collection is something to be proud of, Zach.
Thanks.
Okay, so I just want to see if
we
got
to get back on our birding.
If you guys are up to be falconers.
If we're up to being a falconer.
Yeah, so apparently it's actually very hard.
Interesting.
That's
to be
why
a falconer?
I only came here 2 minutes early. I was trying to come here 15 minutes early. Got deep in a rabbit hole of falconry.
When you say,
you were Googling
down?
Falconry in your phone?
My search history just falcons. Yeah.
When you ask if we're down, are you saying that I'm going to put my arm out and a falcon will land on me?
Well, no. So the thing is so here's a checklist to make sure that we are able to falconry before we get into it, before we sort of spend money. Because
Miles,
by the way,
attention. Miles, if you could pay attention.
Sorry, I was zoning out. If they're able to spend money,
yeah, we want to spend because it is expensive. So
yeah,
the first one
expense.
Is the easiest one.
You never do.
Are you sincerely interested in all aspects of wildlife and
sincerely?
The outdoors? Yeah.
All of them?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Miles, I feel like yes.
Yes, I am interested in every aspect of wildlife.
Sincerely.
Rhinoceros.
Plants. How badly do you want
it? So bad.
I want this more badly than I've ever wanted.
I want this really bad. I want this really bad.
Are you ready to start from the bottom and stay there for 2 or more years?
I'm not the bottom. I'm sort of a medium to pro at this point.
Tell me more about. I'm going to be a bottom for 2 years.
Yeah, you're going to be a bottom.
Awesome,
Tower,
actually.
But what is it? Why do I need to be down there for so long? What if I'm gifted and get on an accelerated track?
Oh well, first of all, the first falcon that you have to get, you have to trap.
What the fuck? That's so crazy.
That's the rule.
The first rule of fucking Falcon Club is you have to kill a falcon.
Yeah.
And then you have to learn to love it.
Yeah.
Wait, that's insane.
Like
you have to trap a falcon?
Like a wild one.
This is like fucking Avatar where you go on the cliffs and you jump on its back and you shove your ponytail into its ponytail.
Yeah, that is. That was always a very sexual part of Avatar.
I like it. Buongiorno, come va? That's right, folks. I'm speaking Italian today. And do you know why? Ding ding, you guessed it. It's because there's a brand new Lasagna Island t-shirt in stock right now. And I can guarantee you, you are not going to see this design anywhere else. For our audio listeners, I'm going to set the scene for you. Picture a deep teal in the background, like the waters of the beautiful Amalfi Coast. Now in the foreground, picture lasagna with arms and legs. She is sitting on an Adirondack chair. She's holding a tanning mirror. She's catching some rays. The sun is going crazy. There's canola oil on the table right there. The words Lasagna Island splash across the bottom of the frame in a tropical font that screams, "Oh, that's party!" This is honestly my favorite design yet. By popular demand, we printed 200. That's right, not one, not 150, 200 of these gorgeous t-shirts. They're available right now, but once they're gone, they're gone. So do not wait. Go to tryguys.com/lasagna to get yours. That's tryguys.com/lasagna, tryguys.com/lasagna, tryguys.com/lasagna. Lasagna Island. Now that's amore. I'm trying to cook more at home. I feel like I go through these periods where I get way too dependent on takeout. But honestly, I have my special dietary needs. I'm trying to eat healthy. It's tough to do it right. Well, actually, it's not tough because Hungry Root makes it easy. It is the easiest way to eat healthy. Hungry Root is like having your own personal shopper and nutritionist all wrapped into one. They take care of the weekly grocery shopping, recommending healthy groceries and meals tailored to your tastes, nutrition preferences, and health goals. Just last night, I made for Maggie a little lemon pepper chicken with cilantro lime rice. It was delicious. Had leftovers. I was able to pack her for lunch today. You're going to love Hungry Root as much as I do. Take advantage of this exclusive offer for a limited time. Get 40% off your first box, plus get a free item in every box for life. Go to hungryroot.com/tripod and use code TRIPOD. That's hungryroot.com/tripod, code TRIPOD to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life. hungryroot.com/tripod, code TRIPOD.
But wait, so you have to trap a falcon, like a wild one, and then train it? That feels so much harder than getting a baby falcon.
I know.
What does the first of all, we don't want like baby falcon trade. I feel like that would be bad. But I also feel like trapping falcons is bad. What is being on the bottom of falconry entail? Am I like doing the grunt work? Am I filling out paperwork?
Was this like one article you read? From an insane person?
Yeah.
You gotta find a falcon.
This is a Tumblr
they
post.
Did have attitude. Yeah.
They did have
falconfan.tumblr.blog.
I mean, we did raise pigeons growing up and chickens.
You raised
Pigeons apparently are
in the country, yeah.
Actually, I think about your dad all the time when I see pigeons because he trained them to be carrier pigeons.
Well, yes. Somewhat successfully, somewhat unsuccessfully. But yes, the idea is that you are training them to know where home is. Then you release them. They fly up and around. You come back, eat food, whatever. And then once they know what home is well enough, then you take them further away, a little bit further away, and then they go home. And then you take them a little bit further away, and then they go home. It gets like Game of Thrones with the ravens. You're like basically training them with ravens how they used to do it. Well,
but they were also with the mail service for a little bit.
Well, no, that's right. Because what you do is like, let's say, so Zach raises a bunch of ravens. I raise a bunch of ravens. Never. He would never. He would use a boat.
You would never raise the ravens.
But then it's like you would put ravens in cages, and then you would put them on horseback in a carriage and send them to me. And then I would have the raven, and I want to send a letter to Zach. I write a letter and use one of Zach's ravens. It goes home to Zach.
That makes way more sense.
So they don't go back and forth. They only go one direction. But that's like, it's the job of like some guy at the castle to be like, all right, let's send ravens.
That's fascinating.
It's pretty cool.
And it's crazy that your dad did that.
Again, we lost some pigeons, and by ravens I mean pigeons. We definitely lost a couple pigeons because he would be like, I think they're ready, and then he'd be like, I took it a little bit further out than usual, and then it would never come back. And it'd be like, okay, so that one didn't come back. But then eventually they all died, I think.
I imagine him waking, wild eye, look in his eyes, staring out into the sun. I think they're ready.
I think they're ready to go. But also he would give them to his students. The kids would have a competition or something because he's a teacher. And so he would give one of the kids a pigeon
So
and
fun.
the winner of this little competition or whatever would write a little letter, put it on the pigeon's leg, and then let it go.
That
and
as
then
a
it would
kid would have been like
really
the
cool.
craziest.
And then he would bring the letter to school and he would show
and
them.
be like, it works. How's the battery on that?
The battery on this couldn't be better.
Oh, good. Okay, so this one is like kind of low, so we'll just have to swap to one camera. This is Slate 1
Ow!
and 2, I
That
guess.
just borderline spanked me.
You never see people spanking shoulders.
Yeah,
you
me and
just-
Rainie were talking about pigeons. And we'll edit it in there so it sounds like you're a pervert. But yeah, so Rainie, what are the other rules of falconry?
the next one, can you listen to and follow other people's advice?
Not at all.
Well, we can listen to it, and I think that you and I can interpret it.
You
in
have
our...
a problem listening, though.
You do have a problem listening.
Dude, I was in a meeting yesterday, and we were talking about ways to make meetings more efficient, whatever.
And you're
someone,
not paying attention.
No,
you're on your phone.
no. And someone offhand says like, "Well, people know Keith doesn't read, and you don't listen." And I'm like, "What do you?"
That
And
is
it's like,
Who
devastating.
said that? Because that is such a
What?
brutal drag.
And I was like, "What are you talking about?" It was like, "Well, we know that if like we send Keith an email, like he'll like sort of read it, and if we're in a meeting, there's a chance that you're gonna be thinking about something else." And I'm like,
That's
"That is
really
the most
funny.
devastating thing."
What a hilarious drag of you.
It was really. I think I'm an engaged student.
I'll be here so that way I have the middle. Oh, you know what though? Hang on. Okay, keep talking.
Okay, next one. Now that we're sitting down, how much have you already read?
About falconry?
About falcons, everything there is to read.
I didn't.
That's
You know
good.
what? I haven't read a lot about falconry, but I've read. My dad was really into peregrine falcons as well. That's how I know the term peregrine. And
Oh my gosh.
he's very into falconry, and he was into birds in general. Hence the.
I see a
pigeons.
bird yonder.
Oh, you do?
Where?
I just feel like we have to like at least try and see a bird this episode.
Oh, well, it is picking up on the bird sounds.
right?
I hear some bird sounds.
Yeah.
And I heard you were gonna layer some fake ones in post.
Just some-
Way too loud.
but I was so obsessed with birds. I had a alarm clock that was a bird call alarm clock.
Oh, that's
But
nice.
obviously
I-
my favorite.
I do have that still.
You have that?
That's how I wake up. To
Really?
gentle birds.
What's the sound?
It's gentle birds.
Is it like this?
That literally yes.
That's awesome.
Mine was a peregrine falcon screech though.
So
that
you
was my favorite one.
That's horrifying.
Which was really
She'd
bad.
wake up and be like,
Yeah, but I was like,
That is such an unbelievably jarring way to wake
yeah,
up.
It's
what a
horrible.
horrible
Did you
way to
wake up in
but I was
panic?
committed to the peregrine falcon of it all. I
That's
was like,
crazy.
Yeah.
Do you guys see there's a pair of car keys on this rock right here?
Oh, well, that's what you do when you find something that's sort of off the beaten path.
Oh.
You got to put it out so in case somebody comes back looking for
Okay,
it.
so we shouldn't do anything because someone's already done something.
No, we should take the keys and try checking cars.
And just
see,
click,
if it,
click.
see if it unlocks. Yeah. That way I can get a free car.
What kind of car do you think it is?
I'd rather not say.
Okay, so the next segment that we have is
Yeah, please,
as
Rainie.
long as we are looking for birds in real life.
Yeah, no, I've never stopped looking.
I mean,
I've been
I'm
remaining vigilant.
Yeah, I'm looking
I'm gonna
around.
find one. I want to take a picture of
I
one.
think a big part of it is like you get a long scope, you get a binocs.
Binoculars are
Yeah.
a big part of the birding experience.
And you're like, that's a fucking pheasant.
Oh, and there's one. There's
a
one
bird.
for real.
Well, yeah, of course there's a bird.
That's just normal. For like birding, like we're supposed to be
Yeah.
like, in the shit, quiet.
You do have to be
waiting.
really
Because
patient.
you're looking for a rare bird. It is Pokemon for adults.
Yeah, I'm starting
And
to see
Pokemon
some-
is also Pokemon for
Okay,
adults.
there's a bird above. Yeah, but this is just a fucking finch.
Yeah, but see,
Yeah, but
there's,
two
there's some
birds.
crows.
That's a big. Those two big boys.
Those are crows.
they're
I mean, I
following
like
one
crows because they seem mysterious.
They
and they
do
also,
seem
they're coming this
mysterious.
way.
Come here,
They're
buddy.
coming right at us.
What's your body count?
Okay, guys, we have two segments that we must get into.
Of course.
We must.
So
The people have been begging. Like every time we talk about keys on a rock, they're like, "But Rainie has two more segments."
please, segments.
That's what they say.
That's your
begging.
Sabrina Carpenter impression.
Please. Sorry.
Oh,
Go
we're
ahead,
gonna get
Rainie.
into that, but but that's in the second segment.
We're saving that for another episode.
So we're gonna go birding on our phones. By which I mean, get into your Photos app and type a
Type
certain
bird.
Oh my
no, type a
God.
certain bird. So I'm gonna tell you which bird.
Oh, but if we just type bird, well, then we'll also see every bird we've ever seen.
That's true. Zach will type bird. Miles, you type chicken, and I'll
Chicken?
type owl.
Okay.
gonna see if I
in my
have it.
Photos app.
Yeah.
Here's a video of a cat riding on a chicken's back.
Oh,
that
that's
I-
actually big.
that I posted to my story, at some point in 2022. Must have been going through a dark time.
That's like 2016 core kind of.
Yeah.
So, okay, I've got one that's just honestly, this is a... Okay, so this is me and my friend Pat here. This is from a long time ago, and we were rapping back and forth to each other.
You were in a rap battle?
Well,
a digital
we were
rap
rapping
battle?
back and forth, and I believe the term owl is mentioned.
Grab on his dick, hurry a bitch, run up on rabbit and grab on the kid.
There's no way you're including that, and there's no mention of owls.
What were yours?
It says, where the fuck owl and Piglet the pig run up on rabbit and grab on his dick. Grab on his dick, hurry you bitch.
And keep going.
Let me look up my text with
You can include that, but you can't.
I don't want to say his
can't
last name. Run up on rabbit and grab on his dick. Okay, here we go. So he
When
goes.
was this, by the way?
This was a long ass time. This is May
Like 2
17th,
weeks ago.
2021.
Okay.
Okay, honestly, I'm really glad that we're talking about this because this is really good that we're talking about this. So this is what he sent me at first.
Hey, yo, she got a body like Winnie the Pooh.
So he sent
just-
sent me that. And again, if I say anything suspect, we can't use this. But
And this is just a one-to-one
I don't
back
remember
and
what
forth.
I said, but I then
Hey,
he
do you
said-
remember the first rule of birding?
Yeah, sorry.
Do you remember the first
said-
rule of birding?
He said we can cut
Quiet
his
and
name, but it's
respectful.
a friend of mine, and so he said she got a body like Winnie the Pooh, and then I sent back a message that said
Are
something this.
Okay.
Ass up in the honey pie, look at what the money do.
So
This is why were you
So-
doing- the pandemic was over at this point. We were not in lockdown. The pandemic.
so far the lyrics are: she got a body like Winnie the Pooh, ass up in the honey pot. Look at what the money do. Right? Okay. So then we're kind of
Rainie, would you like to try and guess the next lyric?
No idea. Wait. So are you building one
So
song?
we're building one song slowly, text by text.
Oh my god.
So then he hits me with this.
Tigger and Eeyore got a big crew. Kill your door, piss on your floor, and eat your own poo.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay, golden shower.
Tigger and Eeyore got a big crew. Piss on your floor and make you eat poo.
Yeah.
And then, okay,
Gross.
Here we go. And then so this is the me back.
Christopher robbing the slob on your knob. Kanga and Rue at the store getting jewel pods.
So
What percentage of you is proud versus embarrassed?
really proud. honestly.
I'm thinking
I
it's like
feel
a
more-
90-10 split.
I feel way more proud. So then he sends me back the titular line that has owl involved, which is
Where the fuck Owl and Piglet the pig run up on rabbit and grab,
Grab
on his dick. Grab on his dick, hurry a bitch, run up on rabbit and grab on the kid.
That's
Hurry a bitch.
That's
So-
sort of a
so, yeah.
star-making bar.
that's a star making bar. And then I don't believe I message him back. And I don't respond to
Rap
that.
battle over.
That was
This
the
is
only-
we
Drake
don't
and
speak
Kendrick.
again for 3 years.
We didn't speak again for like a month and a half. That was the end of the the transpondence. But yeah.
Wow.
So that's my owl story.
Yeah, I think that's the best owl we're gonna
Yeah.
find.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, next segment.
Wait, what is yours, Rainie?
Oh, let's see. Well, so I type in owl. I've got a receipt. Okay. I don't know why. Oh, it's because the owl pop.
This is embarrassing because it's a photo of a handwritten note I sent to myself, and
that's
this was in 2017, and it just says, in Mexican folklore, owls equal witches.
Oh.
Oh.
So that clearly was
I like that.
There was something that inspired some moment in
Yeah.
a horror something that I was thinking.
Yeah.
And that symbolism intrigued me.
Because owls in America are wisdom, not
Right,
witches, which is
right.
kind of
And
interesting.
by the way, I can't fact check my little note. Maybe I made that up. I don't know.
Owls and what was it? Owls
in Mexican folklore.
are witches.
I've
That's
been kind
cool.
of embracing not having any fact check.
I've been kind of embracing
That's
being
clear.
a dumbass lately.
I like the idea. No fact check anymore. We just say stuff.
Well, and with the note of like, don't get your news from here.
Yeah.
we have no idea.
Don't get your news from here. It's just like, wouldn't it be interesting? Like, honestly, it's everything I say should be followed with, wouldn't it be interesting if that were true?
Literally. And I think that is how like human conversation typically works.
Yeah. Like, I'm just positing interesting nuggets for us to chew on.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily speaking truth to power.
Yeah.
You know that in Norse folklore, they think that owls are a harbinger of volcano eruptions, and wouldn't that be
Really?
interesting?
That was interesting.
really
I'm thinking,
cool.
I'm like, wow, that's fascinating, but
And would
not
it-
a lick of it's true.
Not a lick of it.
No,
But that's
it would be
fun.
cool if
But
it was.
It would be cool if it was.
Yeah, thought provoking. But okay, so the next one is actually related because it's birds and culture. And this is where we get into the Sabrina Carpenter of it all, which is the Grammys. Because Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
Don't necessarily want to talk about how that didn't win, because I think that was good. And I'll go on record saying that.
Well, yeah.
What do you? So this is what you are saying that
Billie Eilish should
should
have
have
won.
won what?
No, I'm saying that I'm glad she did not win. And I think that Cowboy Carter was a better album.
Oh,
Which one? Who won? Cowboy Carter?
Yeah.
you're just okay. Cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Great.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Some people don't agree.
I saw.
You posed this as if you were like, and I'm ready to go to bat for the thing, but instead you're like, no, history was correct.
You're ready to go to bat for the thing that did win.
Yeah. But people are upset that it won.
Well, but you know what's funny is
People are always going to be upset.
people are always going to be upset, first of all. But I saw an interesting thing about like the thing he was talking about. Like it was a documentary I watched, and he was saying the thing that is the most popular to you very likely is not the thing that's most popular to everyone.
Right.
Like I love Sabrina Carpenter. I know Sabrina Carpenter and Billie Eilish and Chappell Roan and whatever. But they were like, the guy was basically being like, I would imagine that like a lot of people have no idea what Sabrina Carpenter looks like. Like
Whoa,
they
she's
just
everywhere.
are
Yeah.
familiar with the name, but they're not whatever. Like they don't know it like that. And they're talking about how people were upset that Billie Eilish didn't win, and they're like, yeah, like it's the most popular because it's in your world so
Right.
much, but like globally, it's not. You know?
Yeah.
And I just thought that was interesting.
And it could mean something because it is a very personal album. And I feel like if you're going through something similar, it probably did mean a lot to you, which is great.
It's also just like, what is a Grammy? You know what I mean? Like they're all of these people are
None of this
insatiably rich. None of them need this for the next phase of their career. It's kind of just like a little fun show.
I
Yeah.
think why it was exciting to see Beyonce win is because she is the most winning artist in Grammy history, but had never won Album of the Year.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is it's insane when you think about someone as accomplished as that to have never won Album of the Year. It feels almost criminal. It feels like a
Right.
huge overlook. So that's why you saw everyone feel so emotional.
Yeah,
There were tons of incredible albums and music this year, but like it's that who cares? Billie
Yeah,
Eilish has
again,
won
like-
every award that you can win.
But that's kind of my point is like none of these people need this.
No.
It's
Yeah.
just fun, but they're all rich as fuck, talented as hell, and they're great.
The Grammys are very funny compared to other award shows because it's sort of like if the Oscars had The Brutalist up against Avengers for Best Picture.
Right.
Like
it is
it's
very that's very
it's a mix
interesting.
of
Right.
populist and critical acclaim, and they can't really decide what they want to be.
Yeah. But I think the Grammys have less of the Oscars thing where sometimes like Best Supporting Actor will be like Jacob Tremblay versus George Clooney. And it's like, what the fuck? Like these are
Shout out to Tremblay.
such mismatched actors. Like one of these is like a child that's never done anything before. Or Timothy Chalamet is an example. It's like, yeah, here's this young actor who kind of like has his whole career ahead of him, and then an actor who's been in everything forever. And I think that's interesting. Whereas the Grammys, it's like, yeah, Billie Eilish, Sabrina Carpenter, Beyonce, who else was nominated? Like people that just are so successful in what they do because they're really good at it.
Yeah.
You know?
What do you guys think of the song? Do you think Birds of a Feather is about Phineas? Because one time Phineas came up and performed with her, and it was like, wait, I'm confused. Is this a love song or is this about your brother? Or both?
I have not listened to the lyrics in a meaningful way.
I haven't either.
Oh,
I've
I
heard
thought
the
you
song.
hadn't heard it. I was like, oh my
heard
gosh.
it, but
I just say birds, yeah.
of a filthy shit.
I like the song, but
together.
I really if you want me to do a lyric analysis, it needs to be 2 years after a song has come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't process it.
crying. That's Birds of a Feather, right?
Yes.
I know the
That's
song, but
beautiful.
again, I don't know the lyrics. I don't think it's kind of stuck with me in a
They're
meaningful
so
way.
cute together, and so like this last tour she did was the first tour she did without Phineas.
I
And
heard
she
that.
was solo, and when I saw her in LA, she brought him out for the last 2 songs, maybe 3,
Yeah.
and I actually teared up at how
Yeah.
cute it was seeing like
Yeah,
this sibling
cute.
support and thinking about it, and obviously like music then also helps move you emotionally. But there's something about a good sibling relationship that really is so hard to replicate.
Well, he was saying also, I thought this was cute, where like, I mean, he was also, I think, 18 or something like that, 17
They're
when
so young.
when Ocean Eyes came out.
That's so
And
insane.
she was obviously 13, 12, something like that. And he was like, well, she's going on her first ever solo tour and I'm going on tour as well. But if she needed anything, he was like, she won't need this, but if she ever needed me and she called me upset, I would cancel my tour and just go with it to her. And I was like, that's so interesting to be like, he probably does want his flowers of his own thing. Like he is behind a lot of her music,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
I just
thought
love
that was
them.
cool.
I love
He's
them
a cool
both.
guy.
I assume Billy is listening.
Well, Billy's a huge fan of
Yeah.
Candy Competition.
Right.
Yeah.
She more so she kind of tolerates everything else around it.
Yeah.
That's
right.
The rest of our content, she's just waiting for Candid. But Billy, I'll speak to you directly.
Yeah.
I am desperate for your rock album. I want what
Oh,
you
yeah.
did on Happier Than Ever, and I
I
want
like
that
that.
for an entire album. Melt our faces off. Bring rock and roll back. Thank you, Billie Eilish.
Can I actually say something?
Yeah. To Billy or to me?
No, this is to the audience.
Okay.
I think it's funny. A funny trend recently that I've been finding is when people will make a drama video, and then in the video they go, "You know what? I'll just address you directly." And I find it to be so disingenuous. And
Yeah.
I'm like, then fucking send an email, man. You're making a video for the attention.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, if it's going to be a drama video, it's clearly to an audience to raise awareness about the problem that this person has done. I just find it so disingenuous to be like, okay, Dream, I'll address you directly. And then it's like, wait,
Yeah.
what are we talking about here?
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, how do
Should
you...
we address Keith directly right now?
Okay,
Should we
Keith,
take a
I'll
moment?
just address you directly here.
Yeah.
Listen up, motherfucker.
I'm going to fucking pants you.
I'm gonna pants you next time I see you. Next time on the
pants
pod. Oh,
What?
never mind.
What?
What the hell was that? That was tea.
What?
That was
What
literally
was that?
tea.
What was that?
Come on.
I just thought, but maybe it's a better way to open the next episode.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay, good.
Got it.
Well, yeah, got it. Okay, so birds of a feather, that's one bird in culture. Second bird, big bird.
I understand the segment now.
The segment is Birds of Culture.
Birds
Yeah.
of culture.
I do think you know what? Here's a goal for 2025.
Mm-hmm.
When I introduce a segment, I want to have written down a sentence that explains it because I think I forget to do that.
You know what? I don't need
Yeah.
that. I like
It's
discovering.
discovery. It's the discovery of it
I feel
all.
like our podcast is almost like mini episodes of Game Changer, where I need
Yes.
to learn what we're doing as we do it.
That's right. You're flying as you fly.
Flying as you fly,
So
period.
it's Big Bird. You're talking about
Big
Big Bird's
Bird.
great.
Big
I mean,
Bird, where you
Bird's
been?
awesome,
I haven't
yeah.
seen you lately.
Yeah, he's,
Where Big
he's
Bird
sort
been
of
hiding?
gone undercover for just a few months.
Well, he's in Sesame Street. You guys are
busy.
so he's in Sesame Street. You think he's
Like
undercover?
Like when?
I've seen him recently
What? Like
Really?
we're talking new or reruns?
on New Sesame. New Sesame.
You're watching that new Sesame?
Yeah. Well, Julian and I burned through some of the old ones.
Yeah.
You don't want to go back that far because it's public. You know, it's PBS. So the quality does like the new stuff really looks new, but the stuff even 5 seasons ago is like, yeah, they didn't have very much money allocated. But it looks amazing. I should take that back. It looks amazing because it's puppets and it's beautiful, but it's just so cool that it is a machine that is run on public
And
money.
Julian does. I've heard him say, "Papa, if it's not 4K, I don't watch it." Papa, only 4K. Papa.
Yeah.
What is Big
Papa.
Bird teaching you?
I mean, Big Bird
So
mostly
many
does
things.
shit where he travels.
Oh
So,
my gosh.
Big Bird will go on a little travel trip where Big Bird's in Latin America somehow. And then he'll be...
Big Bird has a passport.
No, Big Bird's mostly traveling. Because, look, let me tell you about the main stage of what's happening on Sesame Street right now.
This is big.
Cookie Monster cooks with Gonger.
What? What does that mean?
No,
what does that mean?
this is my thing is you guys are just like, educate yourself.
Who's Gonger?
Cookie Monster, this is the thing. Shut the fuck up. So Cookie Monster and Gonger have a cooking show now.
Oh, okay. It's not an ingredient.
No, it's not an ingredient. Gonger's a person. Doing a race car.
Wow,
Oh.
I love the vibe of Gonger.
Cookie Monster
Oh
and
my
Gonger
gosh.
are cooking now. And Cookie Monster always fucks something up and they need an ingredient, so Cookie Monster has to go to the farm to get the ingredient. And then it's the farmer being like, hey, I'm going to teach you how to make arroz con pollo. And then it's like, okay, we're learning about culture, we're learning about shit.
Do I want to watch this?
It's good, honestly.
Yeah.
And then Big Bird's always talking to a local child somewhere else.
Oh.
So it's like, Big Bird's like, hey, we're in, we're in Thailand and I'm talking to this young boy and here's his experience. And it's like, that's what Big Bird does now is he does like,
Man on the street.
Man on the street interviews with children from around the world.
Who's your favorite Sesame Streeter?
Gonger. Gonger's hilarious.
I just met the dude, and honestly, I'm
He's
on board.
so funny, dude.
Can I hear him?
No, Cookie Monster! That's kind of what Gonger sounds like.
So Cookie Monster's a chef.
Like, he's not just having cookies, because I think they were like, fuck, this is just going to make kids want cookies. And so now Cookie Monster loves cookies, obviously, but he also eats, like, delicious other things.
Oh.
And so Cookie Monster's like, okay, we're going to make this with milk and eggs, and then he'll, like, fumble all the eggs like a buffoon. And Gonger's like, Cookie Monster, what the hell? Go get the stuff we need. And then he has to leave. And he gets in his little car and he travels.
He's a straight man.
He's in a lot of ways, Cookie Monster's the straight man. No,
Gonger's
he's
the
wacky.
straight man.
Gonger's the straight man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would never think that Cookie Monster's a straight man.
No, but it's also stacked with celebrities. It's unbelievable.
Oh, really?
There's so many celebrities in that show.
You think we can get an invite? We're not big enough.
Maybe a couple years ago. Maybe when there were 4 of you. But no, it's really good. It's a good show.
Yeah.
I do highly recommend.
Yeah.
Okay,
the next one.
I keep looking at all these birds, and they're so close but so far. I need some binos.
They all look like bats to me.
Yeah, because they're flying under the bridge like that. I
Yeah,
get
they're
that.
under the bat, like get spooky little bat.
Spooky little bats.
Bats are an interesting not bird that. I mean, I just can't even believe they.
Let's finish
fly.
the sentence. Bats are an interesting
interesting
non-bird that flies.
It's a bird that isn't actually a dinosaur.
I believe she said not bird that flies.
I like that better.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Because bats also have a mainstay in the culture. Vampires, one.
the man.
Batman.
Batman.
The man.
Also, they're just kind of spooky Halloween core.
Yeah.
Bats are spooky Halloween core is a funny hat.
Yeah, purple and orange.
Do you ever get exhausted being so quotable?
Me?
All of us.
I'm going to direct you addressly. Sorry, I'm going to...
No, that was a question for the audience.
I'm going to address you directly. I said I'm going to direct you addressly. I'm going to address you directly, audience. Do we ever get tired of being so quotable?
Because at a certain point, I feel like you could just kind of close your eyes, throw a dart at our transcript, and be like, yeah, print it.
There's a language there that I think people adopt and they start to speak like.
Yeah. I mean, going back though to the addressing you directly, I recently watched an apology video.
Which
it
one?
was not good.
Who's?
Miranda sings.
No. Oh, funny though. No, it was just this.
We're recording this 2 years ago.
Miranda sings.
It was this like woman who essentially called a fan fat and sweaty allegedly, but she's like, I would never do that. She's like an OnlyFans person, but I actually found her because she had a pasta recipe that I really like.
By the way, the internet's so funny that way where you're like, whoa, I guess I just like this person for their cool pasta recipes. And it's like, oh, actually they're shaking ass. And that's like cool too, I guess.
So good. The duality of man.
Go for it. Yeah. What was so, I mean, I don't want to ask now who it was because I don't want to make it seem like I'm going to go to their OnlyFans. I want to look at their pasta recipe. Are they really famous?
No, they are famous.
Also, recipes on OnlyFans.
No, they're two separate properties.
So
they
she
have
had a recipe
thing. I'm guessing on TikTok.
Yeah, on TikTok.
And so you discovered the recipe, went, I like this person, then found out, actually, that's not how they make their money.
They're shaking ass.
Right, exactly. I was like, okay, she's appealing, but okay.
And then you
she's
went from
huge.
shaking ass to, actually, you
She's
are now
canceled.
verbally berating your fans.
Yeah.
Which maybe she didn't.
Oh, the thing is, I watched the person who came at her was her brother's ex-girlfriend, and I watched her video coming at her, and I was like, I don't know.
What? By the way, I actually have a huge thing about drama, but I want us to finish. Let's button up our segment, and then it's back. But so, what was the
I was
conclusion?
just saying,
Rainie?
I'm in the queue.
Yeah, in the queue.
I'm adding myself to the queue, but I don't want to disrespect Rainie.
I like this plan now. For now, you just be like, in the queue.
Queue.
Up next. No, but I think that's actually the end of the story. Oh no, this is why I brought it up. Was because I was
So I
gonna
subscribed to her on OnlyFans.
I was gonna say
Whoa.
like it's hard to make like wait what happened?
Someone just fell off the cliff side.
The cliff just fell.
Someone or a part of the cliff?
Part of the cliff,
Oh.
just like a
It was kind of
branch.
crazy. It was like a rock or something.
Whew, that's good that it was.
It was a big
That'll
sound.
be in the cold open.
Should we make a cold open?
Yeah.
3, 2.
Whoa!
Something fell off the cliff.
I hate this.
Crazy 'cause we just did that for real.
Excuses. When was the last time you needed to go to the doctor, but you pushed it off? You made the excuse, I'm too busy, or it'll heal on its own, or I don't know which doctor to go to. I think we've all been there. But thanks to ZocDoc, there's no reason to delay. They make it so easy to find and book a doctor who's right for you. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality, in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment. We're talking about booking in-network appointments with more than 100,000 doctors across every specialty. It is such an easy way to find the right doctor, see their actual appointment openings, choose a time slot that works for you, and then you can instantly book a visit. I use ZocDoc. I think you should too. When I had my glass in leg saga, I needed to see a doctor, and like the soonest appointment I could get was like a month. And I'm like, what are you talking about, a month? ZocDoc, I got an appointment within 1 day. Stop putting off those doctor appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/tryguys to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/tryguys. ZocDoc.com/tryguys.
Sorry, Rainie. So you subscribed, and what happened? You were looking at the cooking recipe. She said this thing, and then it was over.
Oh, I've been recording it on my bird app this whole time.
What kind of bird are we?
So, actually, goldfinch. I don't know what it says. Goldfinch.
This is the least bird-filled bird-watching episode.
So
we gave up on bird-watching and have been sitting on a bench for 40 minutes. We didn't even fucking try.
Yeah, maybe we should try and walk just a little bit for the last 20.
Well, Miles is in the queue, and you gotta finish your
really
OnlyFans story.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, because what I was thinking was it's really hard to do an apology video where people aren't like, this is fake. Like, this isn't disingenuous. Like, this is not real. So, it might be a little too close to home here.
I was fake crying.
like, I'm going to address you directly.
Yeah.
I know. I do think that that's part of it.
You're just like, this is just not true. This is not true. And people were like, you didn't even address what she was talking about, because she also said that there was like some prizes that she was set up for her OnlyFans. If you joined, then you could get $500.
Yeah, sweepstakes are tricky.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say for anyone out there who's trying to do an apology video, I think like you kind of want to throw it away, almost.
Yeah. Wait, when you say throw it away, like sort of like
say the things you need to say.
Polished,
don't be too polished.
Yeah.
Don't like start the camera and go.
Yeah.
I really didn't want to have to make this video, and it's like, okay, calm down. Yeah. Like, just say your shit and get out of there.
Yeah.
Right? But no, this is about drama, and it's really juicy and it's good.
This is your cue.
These are two people. This is the cue item. These are two people that I was loosely aware of, but now I'm aware of because one of them dropped a banger song. Are you aware that who Alabama Barker and Bad Baby are?
I know Alabama Barker.
I don't know this at all.
Holy shit, this is drama. Okay, so I saw Emmy Hartman's TikTok about this, which is just the song. So Alabama Barker's like Travis Barker's niece or something like that.
Daughter.
No.
Travis Barker, yeah.
Oh, maybe so.
Yeah.
And the Kardashians are like her godparents, whatever.
What kind of music we talking?
Alabama Barker's like Alabama Barker. She's like making music. She's doing shit. She's like sort of in the Kardashian world loosely. So Alabama Barker makes a diss track about Bad Baby, right?
And Bad Baby is
Catch Me. Is she Catch Me Outside? Or is that
that's
Danielle
Bad
Bregoli?
Bobby. Oh,
no, that's Bad Bobby. That is Bad Bobby.
Bad Bobby.
She's not How About Da. Sorry. Who is Bad Baby? Is Bad Baby How About Da? No, she's not.
Catch Me Outside, how about that?
No, she's not. She's not. But Bad Baby.
That was a moment, yeah.
No, that's Danielle Bregoli.
Isn't that Bad Baby?
No, Bad Baby is
Bad Baby?
No, she is Danielle Bregoli.
Catch Me Outside, how about that?
Wait, no, it is Catch Me Outside.
She's still around?
Who am I thinking of that's not Bad Baby? The other one. There's two of them. Anyway. So
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
So Bad Baby became popular. You can cut when I didn't know what it was. Bad Baby became popular because she said, "Catch Me Outside, how about that?" on Dr. Phil.
We all have our origin story.
Became a viral meme. We all have our origin story. Sometimes it's wearing ladies' underwear. Sometimes it's saying
Great things can come from the most inconspicuous of places.
Exactly. And she became this like personality. She started doing music, whatever. So then this thing happens where Alabama Barker disses her somehow. I don't even care, actually, really. But she did. And she was like, tell Trav, play this next on the drums. Don't know, yada, yada, yada. She just said this whole thing. It was like fucking, she's like shitting on it, right? Mm-hmm. And then Bad Baby comes out with a diss track that is so unbelievably wild that I was like, this is number one, a bop. But also it's like, it's crazy for someone that is like a viral meme celebrity to come out with a song that is so viral and so sinister.
This is Kendrick versus Drake for brain rot culture.
This is Kendrick versus Drake for me.
I said what I said.
This is more impactful, I think, than
I didn't
Kendrick
know
versus
she could
Drake.
sing. Like I'm impressed that she went from Dr. Phil. Like then I don't know.
So I'm gonna go ahead and no, not that. Hang on. Okay, so I have to find this. It's unbelievably. Okay, it's fucking wild. Okay, here we go. So then this song comes out, and it's. I'm gonna wait till some people pass.
Number one rule of birding is to be respectful.
Much like
quiet.
I'm a rapper, Bad Babby is also.
Yeah,
a
this is
rapper.
actually birding / rap battle.
So what you need to know about Alabama Barker before I even play this is that Alabama Barker, I think dated Bad Baby's ex in some way, seemingly. And then also was like a part of the Kardashian world, but then kind of isn't anymore.
Huh.
All right, I'm just going to play the song.
This hoe belong all in the zoo. See, I don't understand. She put on tiger and killing babies. I seen the sonogram. Flex like me, wanna be just like me. But I got plex on plex on plex. Like Soldier Boy, teeth. Dye your hair like me. Weird bitch, not me. They fucked you back to back to back. That could never be me. This hoe.
Wait, sorry, this is actually not the song that I wanted to play.
Oh.
Which is kind of crazy.
Really good.
Pretty
So that was
devastating.
actually pretty devastating, but it honestly wasn't the one I wanted to play.
That's
Which is crazy because it just is like.
I think that line was accusing her of having gotten a secret abortion.
Yeah.
No, that is not the one I wanted to play, and we can cut it. I wanted to play. Sorry, the segment's taking so long.
Should we you want us to come back to you?
No. I don't want you to do anything.
Should we go find a bird and then
What the fuck? Okay, here it is. Okay, go.
Okay.
All right, so.
Why this bitch obsessed with me? I just don't understand. You suck the dick straight on my ass. Who got the upper hand? I see why you ain't got no friends. You miss I fuck you man. You stepped my burned out. Why she took her sister second? I know you're out. You're reaching out. You need my name.
Wow.
Okay.
That's
that is
like
fire.
holy fuck.
Right out the gate is saying that
Yeah.
you take my sloppy seconds and because you're obsessed with me.
Yeah, I know your route. You're reaching out. I know you need my name for clout. It's like, holy fuck. That's such a crazy diss. And it's like, for someone that's like a Dr. Phil viral celebrity to say that to you, it's like, fuck. I would be so embarrassed. Anyway, that's the, I guess that's Internet Drama Corner that you don't need to care about.
Yeah, that's a new segment.
I just thought it was kind of a fire bar. Much like the fire bar about Winnie the Pooh that I shared earlier.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, we are ready.
And in the edit, just make that sound really clean and
really
easy.
clean and good. Should we go to advice or should we walk while we do advice? What do you guys think?
Bird above us.
I
There's a fucking
feel
bird.
that we
Guys,
can see
there's a-
birds from here, but
there's a-
that's up to you, Rainie.
That's a house finch.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so now we're seeing
that's
a
a-
gorgine.
And by the way,
I think
all
that's
this time,
a full-blooded heron.
You're
all this time, do you see what's directly above us that we haven't even
There's a
acknowledged?
bird's nest.
There's a
There's
nest
two.
directly above us. If we just shut up for one.
I think it's oh my god, a blue jay. Sorry, that was crazy.
Guys, there's a
Zach's shoving
I'll be right back.
me.
I'm taking a photo.
Okay.
Okay, there's literally a blue jay. Zach's running over. Let's just
Blue
sort of.
jays, yeah.
Here we go. We're gonna see Zach.
Get a shot of him.
He's gonna. Okay, so Zach's going over to get a photo of a bird. This photo can't be good.
It is a striking color, though.
Look at him. He's such a simple man. He's just running. He's running away.
I mean, at the end of the day, birding and birds and humans are united in that they're both two-legged.
At the end of the day, this is like a perfect microcosm. Zach taking a video of a bird, just trying to find it and really struggling. Trying to get. He's looking. He's trying to find the bird. He can't find it.
He's jogging around the tree.
The bird's barking at him, and then it's just barking at it. And the bird's like pissed at Zach though. Look at it. Listen to that.
Yeah,
The bird
they're
is
fighting.
squawking at
He
Zach.
wasn't doing that before. The bird wasn't doing that
before. The bird was calm, and now it is enraged
And now it's
by
like,
Zach.
why are you actually no photos,
Yeah,
please?
sorry, no photos, please.
At this time.
All right, Zach's squawking. So
So we've gotten to that part of the episode.
So we've gotten to the part of the episode where Zach gets to squawk, and you probably couldn't hear it, but he is squawking, and now he's running away. I'm worried Zach's gonna fall into that river.
Whoa,
oh my god!
The
Wait,
bird,
what the
the
hell?
bird just went from the
Wait,
tree
this is
to
actually-
the ground.
This is actually crazy. Zach is gonna get attacked by this bird.
Oh, the bird is like, I have to go. That's enough of that. Oh, Zach just is celebrating.
Zach's celebrating. He's walking back.
Oh my gosh, I'm excited for the update.
Well, so Zach, what happened? You're squawking.
Birding is fucking magical, guys. We caught a blue jay live on film.
It was a live blue jay.
Oh
it
my
was really
gosh.
nice.
And how because it
The
came
shot's
down.
good. The shot's
Yeah.
good.
So you got the shot.
We got the shot.
We got the shot.
Did you feel kinship?
I felt honestly like I do love a blue jay, and they're pretty
No,
rare.
I'm just looking at sorry. I'm looking at Zach's footage. He barely got the bird at all.
This is
barely got the bird
and
at
you can
all.
barely tell that it's blue.
Yeah, it's just sort of a dark, dirt-colored bird that you got.
Blue jays are very rare in LA.
Really? There's parrots in my neighborhood.
Yeah, same, bro.
It's-
Wait,
You
that was my
expect-
next cultural bird.
Oh yeah, the cultural
The cultural
parrots
bird,
in LA
'cause
that started from one day. They just a couple got loose, and then they started breeding and breeding and breeding and breeding, and then they.
And that's how evolution is.
Yeah.
But I just can't
Look at
believe
this
that they
shot.
speak.
Look at this fucking shot. Birding.
You should.
Birding 101.
You should post this.
Birding. I'm
Post
gonna take a
on the story
screenshot.
right now.
You should screenshot that and
That's
post it on
actually
your
so
story.
funny.
Birding.
I birded.
We
I
birded,
birded.
people.
You know we birded.
birded.
We birding.
You thought that you were going to get through a whole episode without us catching a wild Pokemon, and guess what?
We did.
Frickin' did it. And if you are out there thinking that you can't do it, I'm here to tell you, you frickin' can. But maybe you need some help, and you know what? Miles. He's going to help you. Miles, reminder, we're in a nature sanctuary.
It's advice that'll go for miles. Tune it to your radio station. It's advice that'll go for miles. Everyone get ready, Miles Nation. Miles Nation, go. It's advice that'll go for miles. Advice that'll go for miles.
Ass up in the honey pie, look at what the money do.
What the fuck is up, Miles Nation?
How's it going, everybody? You know that every once in a while I sort of give smart advice, and it's that time of year again. I gotta
Miles
tell you
turned his
guys,
hat around backwards.
actually-
Oh,
and
and
it's kinda
side part,
hitting.
side
so
part.
I was actually doing a ton of organizing this weekend. A lot of organizing.
Okay.
We got a free couch from a friend,
Sick.
which
Nice.
meant that the couch that we currently had to go into my little office space.
Brag much.
Which meant that, okay, brag alert, and I had to move everything around. But one of the things that I did was I put my bookshelves near each other.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But guess
Litter
what?
it.
Near but
litter
not
it.
I have advice for you that's going to... I have advice... I have advice for you that is going to maximize your productivity, check off your to-do list, and basically fire a gun of literature into your noggin.
Whoa.
Have you ever wanted to finish 1 million books all in a single year?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Yes.
wanted to not leave things unfinished and let yourself check a bunch of things off that are good?
Yes.
My advice to you is to organize your books by the special guarantee that is the Miles Factor. Books I've read, books I want to read,
Yeah.
books that I am currently reading or have ever been currently reading. I found 5 books with bookmarks over halfway through.
That's so
Oh.
funny.
And so what I've done is I've set those aside and I go, that's an easy W.
Yeah.
I can just knock those puppies out. I'll finish the last 50 pages or whatever. And then I can add that to my big list of books I read in 2025.
Yeah.
You
'Cause-
should add books I own but
Yeah.
will never read.
Well, no. So this was the other thing is I have a lot of books that I've bought, but I don't want to read.
Yeah.
And those are just going to be in a different part of the shelf.
Okay.
But basically,
books I bought to seem smart to my friends.
correct. Yeah. Look Homeward Angel by Thomas Wolfe being one of them. But I think that there is basically your goals roll over to the new year. So I had goals last year. It was like, I want to read some books. Almost finished a book. Didn't. Finished it last week. That is on my 2025 books I read.
Right.
So then 2025 looks totally stacked.
Yeah.
But I'm cooking the books, as it were.
Yeah.
You just got a pretty dirty look from these two people taking their dog for a walk. They
Well,
didn't
they also-
care for
They
the
gave
advice.
a dirty look to the map as well. He was annoyed with the map.
They were annoyed. You think they're just in a bad mood.
Yeah,
It's
they're
not
annoyed
us.
with the map.
It's not about us.
It's not us.
I mean, she's got a water bottle strapped to her back.
She loved the advice. Maybe actually that's the thing that's going to turn her mood around.
Can I talk about something?
Talk about it.
So she's got a water bottle in a back holster like a gun would be.
Yeah,
I
but
don't find that-
over her tailbone.
But I don't think that would be very comfortable.
No.
Nor practical.
No.
Yeah.
It's
gotta
you
be
gotta
your hip.
get a drink and you fucking do a
And you
reach
can't sit.
around.
You can't sit.
Do a little stretch.
You can't sit.
Can't sit.
Can't sit. Why not a side holster?
So finish your books, guys.
Finish your
Finish
books.
your books.
A lot of people all of a sudden.
Yeah.
We're lucky to get to enjoy this beautiful day, and
Yeah.
with you, the audience. And we saw a blue jay fucking crush birding.
And as always, remember, ass up in the honey pot. Look at what the money do.
Grab on the dick. Grab on the other thing.
That
You
was a
wanna-
freestyle.
You don't want to say it?
I've said it plenty in my life.
Okay. Have a good week.